Okay, let's talk about a problem that's actually a good problem to have at first. For many organizations in Kenya, when you start to succeed, when you start to grow, that's when things can get chaotic. Today, we're going to look at a system designed to manage that chaos, to turn growth back into a pure positive. It's called the Kitu Sawa fund accounting system.
See, growth is the goal, right? But what happens when you get it? More funding, more projects, it all starts to create this bottleneck. The complexity just explodes, and the simple spreadsheets that worked perfectly fine when you were small, well, they suddenly become the very thing holding you back.
And this is what that chaos looks like in the real world. You know the drill. You've got financial data living in 10, maybe 20 different files. They're all scattered across shared drives. Some are on someone's laptop. It's just this tangled mess. Trying to get one clear answer about where you stand financially? Almost impossible.
So what's the result of all that? Wasted time. Your team ends up spending their days just chasing down numbers, hounding people for updates, and fixing manual entry errors. I mean, that is precious, precious time that should be spent on strategy, not on that.
And then, after you've wrestled all that messy data into some kind of report for your donors or your board, it's already old news. And worse, the reports themselves are often so dense and confusing, they actually hide the very insights you need to make smart decisions.
So it really all boils down to this one question. Is your success, your growth, actually creating operational chaos? If you're spending more of your time managing data than actually using it, then you need a totally different way of thinking.
So what's the alternative to constantly fighting with your own spreadsheets? Well, it's about getting a system that's designed for control right from the very beginning. A system that brings order to that chaos. This quote right here just nails it. Kitu Sawa isn't just another Excel template. You have to think of it as an operating system that lives inside Excel. It takes a tool you already know and completely supercharges it for structured workflows, for real automation, and for genuine decision support.
In that control we talked about, it all starts with building a rock-solid foundation. It's about setting the rules of the game before you start playing. That way you ensure every single piece of data is accurate from the moment it comes in.
And the workflow itself is super logical. It follows these 3 simple steps. First, you configure. That's where you set up all your core accounts, your projects, your donors. Second, you transact. That's your structured day-to-day data entry. And third, you report. This is where the system just instantly gives you your insights. Let's take a closer look.
Okay, so this slide shows the night and day difference. On the left, that's the old way. Total chaos, unstructured, anyone can type anything. But on the right, that's the Kitu Sawa method. Everything you do is controlled by these foundational tabs, like your chart of accounts and Settings Kenya. You define your projects and donors here one time, and that simple step prevents countless data entry errors down the line. It ensures total consistency. And this is where your team lives day to day. All of your key financial activities, I'm talking transactions, invoicing, vouchers, even Kenya-specific payroll, it's all captured in these dedicated worksheets. It's one central place for all your financial inputs. No more hunting around.
All right, now for the really good part, the payoff. All of that careful, structured input, it's not just to be neat and organized. It's what powers an entire suite of automated reports that turn all that raw data into intelligence you can actually use instantly.
Think about this for a second. Every single entry that your team makes in that Transactions tab every day, it isn't just a record of what happened. It's a command. As you can see here, it instantly, and I mean automatically, updates your core financial statements, like the general ledger. This means that whole painful process of manual consolidation at the end of the month, it's just gone, a thing of the past. And that automation is what makes critical analysis possible. For instance, the system automatically creates visuals just like this one from the grant_budget_versus actual tab. So you can see in real time exactly how you're tracking against all of your grant commitments. No waiting, no guessing.
Or let's say you need a high-level overview for a board meeting. The fund dashboard gives you these clean, professional visuals showing exactly how your funds are allocated. It's just clarity on demand.
So the end result is you go from just entering data to having a full suite of professional reports at your fingertips. Whether you need the main dashboard, a detailed monthly report, or specific reports for your donors, the information you need is just always ready. So let's zoom out. What's the ultimate outcome of all this? This is about way more than just a better spreadsheet.
This is about transforming your entire operation into a clear, reliable system.
What it really means is having just one single source of truth. One centralized, controlled, and totally reliable place for all of your financial data. And that becomes the foundation for absolutely everything else you do.
And that solid foundation delivers 4 huge business outcomes. You get speed because automation frees up your team's time. You get consistency because the system itself enforces the rules. You get accountability because the workflows are crystal clear. And maybe most important of all, you get decision confidence because for the first time, you can completely trust your numbers.
And that's really the core value here. It's about a fundamental shift in focus. It lets your team stop doing that frustrating, backward-looking job of just chasing data and lets them start doing the forward-looking, high-value work of making the smart decisions that will actually drive your mission forward.